Hello and welcome to my channel Study with me. We were listening to a postgraduate course that is MNR 001. Let us go to the next section, that is section 3.3 of Unit 3 Block 1. Section 3.3, Importance of Agriculture in Indian Economy. Indian agriculture is incomparable in Indian economy. Though its contribution is diminishing due to higher growth in secondary and tertiary sectors, yet more than 60% working population is engaged in agriculture. We get raw material from our agriculture for industries. Agriculture provides food to the entire population and feed and fodder to livestock. Agriculture is also an important source of finance of central and state governments. Indian agriculture has an honorable place international level, earning valuable foreign exchange for the country. 3.3.1, Industrial Development. In India, agriculture plays an important role in industrial development. Agriculture provides raw material to the industries like cotton textiles, jute, sugar, and vanaspati, etc., which are of basic importance to national economy. Not only this, all workers engaged in industries depend for their consumption requirements on agriculture. Agriculture also provides market for industrial products. However, the level of income of farmers and landless laborers is very low in India. In spite of low level of income, markets for industrial products in agricultural sector is considerable on account of largest size of population residing in rural area. Section 3.3.2, International Trade. Agriculture sector in India has occupied an important place in the export of the country. The agricultural imports amounting 1205.86 crores was 2.79% of total national imports in 1990 to 91. It rose to 16,066.73 crores in 1999-2000. It was 7.45% of total national imports. In the year 2005 to 6, it became rupees 21,025 crores, which was 3.33% of the total national imports. Thus, it can be concluded that though in absolute terms the imports amount has increased since 1990 to 1991 to 2005 to 6, but year-wise percentage of agricultural imports fluctuated. The agricultural export, which was rupees 6,012.76 crores, that is 18.49% of the total national exports in 1990-91, came down to 10.95% in 2005-6. In absolute terms, in 2005-6, the agricultural export was rupees 49,803 crores. Keeping agricultural imports and exports into consideration, agricultural exports have been always higher than the imports, showing a positive trade balance. Section 3.3.3, Capital Formation. The gross capital formation in agriculture and allied sector was rupees 187 crores in 1950-51, which increased to rupees 1,752 crores in 1974-75 and rupees 54,539 crores in 2005-6. Bracket. Source: Central Statistical Organization, New Delhi. Bracket close. This includes both public sector and private sector. But there is decreasing trend of capital formation through agriculture to total gross capital formation. In 1950-51, the share of agriculture and allied sector in gross capital formation was 19%, which decreased to 11% in 1974-75 and 6.5% in 2002-3. Bracket Central Statistical Organization, New Delhi. Bracket close. This is because of declining share of public sector, low level of domestic savings, lack of entrepreneurship, weak inducement to invest, etc. Section 3.3.4 Consumption. The per capita income of India is very low. Consequently, a large part of this income is spent on fulfilling the basic consumption requirements of the people. It has been estimated that in India, rural population spends 65% of income on food, whereas the urban population spends about 55% of income on the food expenditure. Thus, food dominates the household budget. Keeping in view the possibilities of increase in population and per capita consumption expenditure, the Planning Commission has estimated that demand for agricultural commodities is likely to increase at the rate of 4.7% per annum. Accordingly, the nation can remain self-reliant in agriculture only if agricultural output rises at least at the rate of 5% per annum.